to Katrina's Creations. This is episode 199. We are going to have a giveaway this week and announce the winner next week on episode 200. Yay! So stay tuned to the end of the video when I show you what you're going to win if you're the winner and how to enter. Okay? So let's get started. I will begin with what am I wearing? If you guys have been watching for a while, you will recognize this. This is the Chamisal by Linus Fagerson. I've made this sweater twice, and I can finally pronounce the name of the pattern and the designer. So I am loving this. It is 100% cotton. Well, it's not 100%. I think it's cotton, and I think there's linen. It is so comfortable. I actually like this one better than the first one I made, which had a little bit of sparkly stuff called stellina in it. That the last time I wore it, when I got a little sweaty, I felt it was a little scratchy. Not the yarn, but the stellina in it made it a little itchy. Not huge, but enough that I felt it. This is super, super comfortable. So it fits really well. So yeah, I love it. If you would like to check out the pattern, it is a knitted pattern. I will put the link to it down in the description box. And actually, any of the stuff I'm talking about that I can give you a link for, I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm going to put a link to that specific item down below if you want to check it out. So hopefully you'll be able to get right over to the right item. So let's get started. I have quite a few finished objects this week. We'll start with my knitting. I finished, there you can see it. It has an anchor in the middle of it. This is my second pillow. Here is the first one. And there you can see the anchor a little bit better. So I'm done with the pillows. One of each color. This is for my living room. Now here's the interesting thing. My first one I did the background of the anchor in stockinette, which is this right here. You can see it's pretty smooth. And it's created, in case you're not familiar with knitting, it's created by doing one row of knit and one row of purl. It makes it smooth. But when all you do is rows of knit, you get this, which is bumpier, and this is called garter. Now, something I found interesting, most knitters purl looser. Their tension is looser with purling than it is with the knitting stitch. I proved that correct by doing this, because if you look at this, look at the size of the anchor. This is knit and purled in the background. The anchor is the exact same pattern, but when you look at it compared to this one, you can see this anchor is bigger than this one. And it's all because of the background stitch that I used. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. So this I finished last week, this I finished this week. So now I have 2 more pillows for my sofa downstairs. Then I knitted a hat, which I promptly forgot to bring upstairs. So I'll hold this up. It's invisible. You can imagine there's a hat here. I'll actually insert a picture so you can see what it looks like. Now, my knitting crochet bunch that we used to meet in person when we were allowed to do that and have coffee or tea. Now we meet on Zoom, and Kim has been making some hats for the Hat Not Hate program. Well, it's sorta. I mean, the Hat Not Hate program, you have to make just blue hats for, but she actually contacted the local elementary school for her, and they were happy to take hats of any color, and the guidance counselor there is going to give them out as they see the need. So that's what we're doing. It's part of that same program, but our hats do not have to be blue. So Kim has been prolific in making her hats. I'm going to show you 2 pictures of her hats that she sent me of what she's gotten done so far. I just have the one. I'm working on the second one. So I finished one, and so that is my 2 knitted finished projects. Then, if you remember, last week I mentioned that I was going to be making some baby items. not for me. And as far as I know, nobody in my family is expecting at this point. But this is for a friend of ours, and she's using this to announce to her parents that she is expecting. So she asked me to make some little alpaca baby booties and a blanket. And I'll show you the pattern I'm making. And again, the link to that pattern I will put down below. But I finished the booties. They turned out so cute. They're actually a llama, but llamas and alpacas look pretty much the same. One is a little smaller. I forget which one. I think alpacas are slightly smaller. Maybe. I don't know. One is smaller than the other one, and one's ears are more banana shaped. The other one's ears are straighter. I can't tell the difference other than that. But anyway, I think it'll work. So here is my little alpaca booties. And these are actually crocheted out of alpaca. I used a yarn that's no longer available. I actually made a shawl out of this. It was called Camina Alpaca, and it was sold when Artsy was still in business, or not Artsy, when Craftsy was still in business. And then it became Blueprint. Then it went away, and now it's coming back, but not with the yarn at this point. So this was like all the yarn I had left, but it's 100% alpaca. So little baby's feet are going to be very soft. I did change the pattern in that I put a little drawstring bow around it. It had like tassels hanging off the side. It had some colors. I didn't want to put any colors in it because I don't know if they're having a boy or a girl. And the opening, to me, I was just afraid the booties would come off all the time, so I put little drawstrings around the ankles just to help hold them on. And if you notice, the ears and the face are a little floppy, or a little fuzzy. I used a fake mohair. I'll tell you, I don't like fake mohair or real mohair because I made a mistake at one point and had to try to rip it out. It's got so much grab to it because the stringiness on it like dangles off like this much. You can see how much fuzz is created. You can't unravel these things. They're not going anywhere. Once you put a stitch in there, it's stuck for life. So anyway, there's my little booties. I have to make the blanket yet, but the main part is done. So that's the last of my finished objects. Now I will get into my works in progress. The first work in progress is also another invisible hat. I'll insert a picture. I've gotten partway up the brim on it. So that is hat number 2. Let's see. I'll show you the knitting projects first, and then I will show you the crochet things, mainly because everything of my projects is living in my final project to show you. So I have been working on a design pattern. This is going to be, I had said initially last week, it was going to be a shawlette. I decided it's going to be a cowl. And here it is so far. You can see it has like these, I don't know how well it's going to show up. There you go. You can see little like striped holes in it. The holes are supposed to be there, but there it is. Now the yarn I am using is gorgeous. And my lighting's not great here. We're expecting a storm. This does have sparklies in it. There you can see some of the sparklies. And this is yarn from Kim Garver, which when you see show and tell, Kim owns Appalachian Sock Company, and Kim Brame and I actually went there last year to visit her, and this is some of her hand-dyed yarn. So I am making a cowl out of that, and then I also had bought this to go with this. I really like the two together. I just haven't figured out yet how I'm incorporating this into the cowl. We'll see. When I get there, I'll figure out something, but I do know I want to put this into it in some way, shape, or form. So those are my knitting works in progress. Now let's get on to the crochet works in progress. I have my sweater. that I'm working on. This is out of Lion Brand Homespun, and I will put a link to the yarn down here. You know where down here is, down in that description box thingy. And my crochet hook is stuck in everything. I had lots of meetings this week, so I've been doing lots of projects. So here's where I was last week, you can see. And so I've gone all the way up here. So here is the sweater so far. And this is the second skein. And like I said, this is Lion Brand Homespun. And I think this was called Sunday something or other. So there it is. And here it is. It's pink and green and a creamy tan color. Now for my last work in progress, which I'm so excited about. I'm excited how well it's turning out, actually. I am crocheting a basket. I used an idea that Yoka Schurman-Nagel told me about, where I'm putting clothesline, crocheting it in. If you missed the tutorial on how to do that, you can click the link right here, and that will take you to it and show you how to do it. Now, Yoka told me she actually did not use clothesline. She used electrical wiring because it's got the wire in it, so it would make your baskets even sturdier than what I'm using. My son-in-law is an electrician. Anyway, the clothesline at this point is working well. Here's my clothesline. This is my second clothesline, Hank skein. I'm not quite sure what you call this, but it's the second one of them. I have 50, each of these are 50 feet. So I'm on to my second bunch of 50 feet. But here's the basket. It is holding its shape so well. And I've come a long ways. You can see this is where I was at. This is where I was at last week. And I've gone all the way up. Now I am changing things a little bit to make the clothesline go a little further. And so far it's working well. I'm only doing the clothesline every other row. So you can see when you look at it, the narrower sections, which I think it adds a pretty texture to it. Because like down here, it was just straight single crochet. But you can see it starts going a little different here. It's working. It's holding its shape, as you can see, very, very well. It's not flopping or anything. And I love this. It's nice and sturdy. I'm probably going to go up a couple more inches and then put like the little slashed handles in it. I don't want like loops. I want just like a slash in the going around here. Because I just think handles would be in the way. I want to be able to slide this into my little cubby thing. So I think it'll work well. So that is my last of my works in progress. Now it's time to see what you all have been making. Now, if you watched Wednesday's video, you would have seen that I got a few acquisitions. Actually, I got quite a few acquisitions this week. We'll start with the yarn. If you missed that unboxing and want to see it, the long version of it, rather than what I'm going to show you right now, you can click the link right here and that will take you over to it. The first thing, I have 2 skeins of this. This is from Knit Crate, and this is different shades of green. Like I said, it's a little dark in here because we have a thunderstorm coming in and it's very windy outside. It's Vitalana Ambient Sock. It is a fingering weight, and like I said on the video, fingering and sock can be interchangeable. It's 80% Peruvian Highland wool and 20% nylon, and there's 400 yards. So I have a total of 800 yards of this, but look at that. It's just gorgeous. And I have to compare the greens. I have a solid green and I have a speckled green and cream that I could put all of these together and make an absolutely beautiful sweater. Might be happening. I'm not sure. But I'm just looking at this and it just occurred to me it might work. So that was from Knit Crate, and it was because I had a gift certificate. The yarn was on sale for $12 or $12 a skein. I think $12 a skein. I had a $25 gift card. So I got the yarn for free. I paid $3 something for the shipping. So, yes, that was yarn number 1. Then I put an order in with Yarn Rush, and quite a few of you and I were discussing what I thought of Yarn Rush. And if you do want to see the full review, like I said, click the little link and you can see it. Yarn Rush is a sister company of Knit Crate. They are just starting out. You pay $4.99 a month, and that gives you access to discounts of 30 to 50% off. What I'm discovering, though, is the 30 to 50% off is off of what the regular price would be. So normally, Mandala yarn, which is my first skein that I got. I have 2 of these. Mandala, this is Elf. I love the colors. Let me see. There is 590 yards. So I have like 1,180 yards of this. I have enough to make a short sleeved sweater. That might be something for next summer, because I think these are kind of summery colors. I like it. It's fingering weight. 100% acrylic, and they sold it to me for $5.49, and if I bought it from Lion Brand, it is currently at Lion Brand for $7.99. So when you look at that bargain, yes, it's a bargain. However, places run sales. Lion Brand runs sales, Joann's, Michael's, all those run sales, and you don't have to pay $4.99 a month to get that discount. So you got to weigh the odds, how much yarn you buy and whether it's worth it to you to do it. But anyway, this was the first thing I got. 2 skeins of this. And then I also bought 2 skeins of this, which is Comfy Cotton. And again, they sold it to me for $5.49. It is currently listed on Lion Brand for $7.99. However, I think it was Joann's had it on sale for like $5.50 or something like that, maybe $5.99. So like I said, they do run sales on these things. So, and it's a cream and a charcoal, and I thought it was a peach color, but I'm looking at it and it's more of I guess it's got a little peach. It's kind of a peachy pink color. I was going to initially hold 2 of these skeins together and make a bath mat for my downstairs bathroom. However, my bathroom does not have pink in it at all. My downstairs bathroom is like dark chocolate. It's a dark brown, which sounds awful, except that everything else in there, the floor, the counter, the tub, the toilet, everything else is white. So it kind of balances out the dark color. So I'll have to hold it against the walls in the bathroom and see if this is something that would look okay in there, because I also, because it's dark brown, I actually have like orange accents in there. I have like a flower arrangement thing and a wreath that have orange in them. Pink. I just don't know, because this is not the color. I like it. It's just not the color I thought it was. So, like I said, I'll have to hold it up in my bathroom and decide whether I'm going to use this for that or not. But it is very, very soft. There's 392 yards per skein. So, I have 784 yards out of this. So, yeah. If I do make a bath mat, it will be held double or maybe even quadruple. Probably quadruple, because I want it to be thick and squishy on my feet. So, I don't know. The jury's out on this one. We'll see whether it ends up what I bought it for or not. Then I did a little pattern shopping, and I will put a link down below when I show you what the patterns are. This was over at Annie's. Annie's was running a sale on patterns. So I bought a pattern. It's called the Forevermore Poncho. It reminds me of what they call a swancho, which is kind of a sweater poncho combo type of thing. But I just thought it looked pretty and it looked intriguing. So I'll stick a picture in so you can see what it looks like. And then while I was at it, I decided I would look for a cardigan pattern that I liked. And this one is called the Sweet Spring Cardi. I think it's if I remember rightly, it's a crochet pattern. So between that and my little llama pattern, those are the things I bought this week. So, yes, did a little shopping. Now it's time for... No, it's not. Now it's time for... Now, in our Come and Get It section, I'm only highlighting things that actually have sales running. So, we will start with the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree still has the Premier yarn on sale. You do have to buy 6 skeins of yarn to get the deal, but it's $1 per skein, so it would be $6 for 6 skeins of yarn. And that is the Dollar Tree. Create for Less has sugar and cream, the Lily sugar and cream you use for your dishes and stuff, dishcloths and things. They have it for $2.59, and they have quite a few choices of colors. Lion Brand, I'm not going to even announce, because things go on sale daily, and it's always generally a flash sale. So they tend to put one-day sales up a couple times a week. So those I just let you know as they come about. Knit Picks, in their clearance section, they have their Swish brand yarn. A lot of it is worsted, some of it's DK weight, but they have it in the clearance section for $5.99 a skein. And it is, which some of you might not think that's a great deal, except that it's superwash merino. It's 100% superwash merino for $5.99, which is really, really good price. So those are the sales that I know about that are going on right now. Like I said, during the week, I tend to send out, if I see a good sale, I pass it on to you guys. So I'll let you know as the week goes on what comes out. Now it's time for that thing we've all been waiting for, the giveaway. First off, let me show you what you're going to win. If you are the winner, you will win not 1 skein, but 2 skeins of Lion Brand Wool Ease hand dyed. Here's what it looks like. There are 2 skeins. It is worsted weight yarn. There's 146 yards in each skein, and it says it's worsted, but I'll be honest, to me it looks almost more Aran weight. It is bulkier than your average worsted yarn. Like I said, they're calling it worsted. I would call it Aran weight. So you can see here, see how thick? So it's all kinds of, there, that color, there the colors are showing up really, really well. And the color is called Key Lime Pie. I have no clue why. I have never seen purple key lime pie. If I did, I would not be eating it. When I think key lime pie, I think green, like that kind of greeny lime color and a graham cracker crust. I don't think purple, gray, highlighter, green, and a peachy color. I don't know. I have no idea how they got key lime pie and got this color out of it. But it's pretty, and it is hand dyed, and this is what's going to be the prize. Like I said, 2 skeins of it. Now, what do you need to do to enter? First off, you do need to be a subscriber. So if you haven't already, click that little subscribe button, the little red button down below, and right beside that is a bell-shaped icon. If you click that, and that's your notification bell, click that and click all, and that will let you know anytime I post a video, which is always on Saturdays and Wednesdays, and then whenever I see sales. Some of you, which brings me to another topic, some of you have told me that you are not getting notifications. I was watching Bag O' Day Crochet the other day, and she addressed the issue. She knew some stuff I wasn't aware of. YouTube, as of, I think it was August 1st, did away with email notifications. So if that's why you are not getting email notifications of videos that are posting, okay? But just go into your different subscriptions and double check to make sure that your notification bell has been clicked and that you've clicked the all next to it. Then what you do, at least what I do, when I go onto YouTube, I look up in the top right-hand corner, and there's a little bell, and it has a number next to it usually. That number indicates that you've got notifications. If you click that little bell in the top right corner of just your general YouTube page, that will show you it'll drop down and show you any of the videos from any of the channels you watch. So hopefully that will help out. But that's what's going on as far as email notifications were turned off. So, oh yes, back to how to enter. So you do need to be a subscriber, and you need to leave a comment down below. And please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. So I will be using Random Comment Generator next week, right before I film, and I will announce the winner there, and that winner can then get in contact with me on my Yahoo email and give me their information, and I will send it out to whoever happens to win. So good luck to everybody. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday, which I am hoping will be a knit crate unboxing. I know it's on the way. I got notification. It's on the way. So if the knit crate doesn't come in, I'll film it whenever it does come in. So that's it for this week. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.